What's up, and welcome to the first broadcast of Z News. I'm Tyrik Wynn. Z News is a brand new broadcast that will talk about the news that is geared towards our generation, Generation Z. Well, it's time to say goodbye to Twitter and hello to Threads. Meta's new app Threads has taken Gen Z by storm. Threads, an extension of Instagram services, is a separate space for real-time updates and public conversations. Just after 3 weeks of the release, the app has over 100 million users. It is the fastest growing consumer application in history, passing ChatGPT. Meta's goal is to create a community that is interested in a less angry place for conversations, referring to Twitter's political stream of content. But if Threads is not a place for real-time conversations about current events, what will Threads become? Meta will decide how the app takes shape and if it will create a base for threaders like its biggest rival, Twitter. Quick question for you. Have you hit the movie theaters this week? Well, if you haven't, you're missing out. The double feature of the movies Barbie and Oppenheimer both hit theaters on July 21st, now known as Barbenheimer. Barbenheimer's opening weekend topped $511 million in the box office sales. The movie theater industry is hoping the theater's new franchise Barbenheimer might bring back moviegoers after the pandemic forced movie theaters to close. The Barbenheimer phenomenon that started as an internet meme and is now helping to stimulate the economy. Federal Reserve Jerome Powell said that the spending on the entertainment industry is a largely, quote, good thing. So if you haven't already, make sure you go check those movies out. Now let me tell you, it's definitely a good idea to stay inside these days because of this week's heat wave put 2/3 of the U.S. population under heat alerts. The heat wave that started in the South has expanded to the plains, the Midwest, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Northeast, and has triggered heat alerts for over 190 million people. Heat is the top weather-related killer in the U.S., so it is important to check your local weather and plan your days accordingly so you can stay safe and stay cool. Now on another note, the Emmy Awards have been postponed due to the ongoing writers and actors strikes. These strikes have brought Hollywood to a halt as actors are advocating for better wages. It's the first time the Emmys have been delayed since 2001 after the 9/11 terrorist attacks. The original date, September 18th, has now been pushed back until possibly January. This is an ongoing story. Now, have you ever thought that robots would rule the world? Well, Google seems to be making this happen. This Friday, Google released their newest robotics model called RT-2. This robot contains an AI system that has the ability to see, analyze the world around it, and tell the robot how to move. In a demonstration, the RT-2 robot was able to understand and comply with the command, quote, move the Volkswagen to the German flag, end quote, in which it picked up a model VW bus and set it on a miniature German flag. Pretty impressive, right? Google does not plan on selling them anytime soon. However, the future of these robots could be the great use of humans, helping us with physical tasks in warehouses or even a household assistant, which I'm pretty sure some of us need, right? Now on the topic of AI, lawmakers want to regulate artificial intelligence, but believe it's too early in the process to make any laws just yet. Tech companies presented to the White House their new set of principles to make AI technology safer, such as third-party security checks and watermarking of AI-generated content to help with misinformation spread. In Europe, lawmakers are creating an AI that this year will put restrictions on what are seen as tech's riskiest uses. Congress introduced a proposal of an agency to oversee AI, liability for AI technologies that spread disinformation, and the requirement of licensing for new AI tools. Well, that wraps it up for this edition of Z News. Make sure you guys stay connected with us around the clock by following us on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow me, TyrikWynn.iHeartMedia on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.